Well, that's it. It's time for the final mission of the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos campaign on the hardest difficulty that the game has to offer. Now, as you may remember, at the end of the previous episode, Illidan decided to consume all of the power and Malfurion sent him off. The last Guardian, 2 days later in a tranquil glade of Mount Hyjal. I'm excited for this. This should be the most difficult one as well. Looks like we got a cutscene first, huh?
We have no time for this, Furion. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for the most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last Guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
I love that though, the fact that all of the races have come together to sort of like work on a similar cause. I think that's pretty badass, in particular for a final mission. Chapter 7, Twilight of the Gods. The next morning, near Hyjal's summit, the Night Elves, Orcs, and humans gather to plan their defenses of the mountain. So we just have to defend for a long time? I don't recall this mission at all. I think that may very well be what it means.
I'm sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
Alright.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
So, I have done my very best to be as unprepared for this mission as I can be. Delay Archimonde for 45 minutes. Archimonde must not reach the mountain summit. So where exactly is he going to be pushing from? Is that going to be from the bottom or something along those lines? Hippogriffs. You know, you may also build hippogriffs from the Ancient of Wind. Archers can be mounted on hippogriffs to create hippogriff riders, combining the ranged attack of the archers with the fast airborne maneuverability of the hippogriff. Your allies have stockpiled valuable supplies in crates as well. Wait, so I can destroy those? Alright, very good. I guess we'll get started on doing that so. Anyway, so I've tried my very best to be as unprepared for this as I can be. I know a lot of you gave me like some really good tips in the comments of the previous episode, but I did that on purpose. I wanted to...
The undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Alright. Anyway, so I've tried my very best here to be not very prepared at all. Just to try and make sure that we get a bit of a tricky setup here. I think I want to focus on some huntresses here because I really like those. I want some Ancient of Lores. Do I have any of those? I'm not seeing any of it. Let me go ahead and create some. But I think it would be fun if I am, you know, sort of struggling at the very least at the beginning of this mission. Oh, I do actually already have one. I don't think it's that big of a deal. So here's what my idea was, okay? Alright, I'll try a head down. Here's what my idea was. I wanted to try and focus on huntresses, as well as dryads, as well as the Ancients of War, or the Druids of the Claw, rather. Which I think is going to be a very helpful thing. We are going to need a very quick expansion as well, though. And I wouldn't be surprised, since it is considered to be the most difficult mission, right? That I'm going to take a while to try and complete this, which is totally fine by me. I do want to make sure that I get my expansion up ASAP, because of course, the longer it's up, the more resources it will also gather for us. I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this, though. So we'll get all of the training here as well. I also want to make sure that I get myself the upgrades here, which I think is going to be a really important thing. Because apparently, this is sort of similar, I guess, to the one that we played earlier. Where apparently, like we had a mission, was that with the... No, that was with the Scourge, where we had to defend as well for a very long amount of time. I'm assuming that at some point, though, this base will be overrun. And I guess I'm just going to try and make as many things here as I can. I want to make sure that I get a bunch of bears out, at least like 4 or 5 or so, once we are maxed out, which I think is a good idea. And I also want to make sure dryads. I didn't make any dryads in the previous mission, which I felt like was a big mistake. Ooh, that's not quite... Oh, actually. Ooh, I just lost both of them right away. Not quite the most ideal choice. But regardless, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to take me a while here to really, like, learn how to properly complete this mission. I should probably, for example, back up here. Wait, can I also control Tyrande? Oh, I can. I thought for a second she was building up her own base, but I guess she's really not. Oh, snap. Alright, so I actually just wasted a bunch of my units by not selecting them. Why would they split off, though? Alright, we'll just simply focus here on the training. And try and build up a very large force. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. I'll just rally all of my units over here. And here we do indeed have a Dryad. I shouldn't have lost those two two Druids of the Claw, though. That was a big waste. They're very expensive units. At the same time, we'll start moving over towards this newly acquired expansion here very shortly. Plus, we keep on the research as well. Yeah, so they're just going to continuously attack over here. I could, of course, use her ulti. Her ulti is incredibly strong. Plus, of course, the Tranquility here as well, which is also really helpful. Like, the combination of their two ultis is really, really powerful. 45 minutes is such a long time, though. 45 minutes is a ridiculous amount of time, and it's going to become more and more difficult the longer this mission goes on, because I'm assuming here that at least the later we get into this mission, the more units will also start spawning, right? Okay. I wonder if I should have gone into higher upkeep here right from the get-go. I don't think I actually should have. Until, like, maybe my expansion was done. Am I capable of getting a third base? That would have been really helpful.
Someone threatens the wild.
Alright, here we go. We'll leave at this for a bit. Well, actually, a very small bit. Just because I want to make sure that I get some more wisps out.
Someone to be
When you get 2 base, like economy, it becomes significantly easier.
Your building is complete.
Actually, what
I
are you?
await your command.
Chandrix?
Town needs
I have
help.
no idea what you are. Wonder if I should build some static defense here as well. Okay. Very good. Maybe I should just continuously actually keep on using his abilities here as well. I don't want to lose this much though, because I'm kind of losing a lot. Is that Jaina? Alright, that is Jaina. Jaina's just tiny. And that should give me enough income here for the remainder of this, I guess, for at least the foreseeable future. We need to make sure that we hold on to this for as long as we can. But I'm gonna end up losing a lot of stuff here. And apparently, a few of the huntresses have now also been taken over by the Shades. There we go. Bring these dudes over. Maybe I should actually rally over here. So they're only really attacking over here, right? As long as I can hold this area, we're gonna be in a reasonably good spot. And all of a sudden, there's like a lot of these gargoyles that I will not be able to kill, I don't think. I mean, I'm trying to create a bunch of dryads here that can shoot up, but there's no way. Look at the amount. That's a crazy amount of frost elementals here, or rather frost worms here already. I don't think I can take that out. I don't think, no, there's no way. I'm just gonna lose all my stuff. Is that the end of my base, or at the very least of the base here at the bottom? I mean, there's so many of them. I can try. I don't think there's really a way. I don't think there's really a way for me to do so. I can try and keep everyone alive for a little while. Well, we are still doing a lot of damage to them as well. It's just that I don't have that much anti-air. I just simply didn't focus on it for that long. I think eventually, though, we may actually have enough. There we go. Alright, more dryads. More dryads should be a really good idea here. Because apparently that works out well. But the next wave is already underway. And the invasion is still going pretty aggressively here as well. I just need to make sure I keep on researching. The upgrades are crucial here. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here, Jaina. But you don't seem to have a particularly big army. I'm trying my very best here to defend as good I can, but you're not particularly great at defending your own stuff now, are you? I think this base may very well end up falling. Don't kill my bears, please. He's not, no, he is gonna take it over.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Oh! Show yourself! Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
I've already fought there for a little while, Archimon. I understand you.
The undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us.
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
So I guess, yeah, okay. So now they're gonna be fighting indeed against all of these orc bases instead. I want to discover the map a bunch, but here's the thing: I can't really afford. Maybe I should actually restart real quick. And just start off on the right foot. I don't think I should even build my huntresses right now. And just focus on dryads and druids of the claw. I think that's a good idea anyway. Okay, so here we are. We'll build up a big economy here first, okay? That's kind of a necessity. This is this is all the wisp I'm gonna need for the entirety of this game. One of the advantages of focusing on dryads and then as well on druids of the claw is that I really don't have to worry very much about the other upgrades. I mean, that's gonna make things significantly easier and much cheaper as well, which I think would actually be a pretty good idea. I still don't know why you are at the bottom though. That's a little confusing here. I should probably also produce at least 2 Ancients of Lore. I already have one, of course, right here that I couldn't find earlier. But we'll start up the research there too.
The undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Okay, here we go. And we'll head straight down to the bottom here as well. So much more economy focus this time around. I wonder if I should even go into higher upkeep just yet. You know what? We'll wait for a little bit. We'll just save up for a while. You're hotkey 5. And, well, actually, you can join hotkey 5 as well. There we go.
The goddess calls.
And we'll help out here with defending right from the get-go. That should make things way easier.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
Okay. Once I lose some units here,
Research finished.
I can also continue building up some more wisps. I'm hoping here that first off my griffins go down. Those are kind of like my weakest link, I suppose. Is Furion here yet? No, Furion is still walking. I probably should have actually walked over with him sooner if I wanted to do this perfect. Regardless. I don't want to go into any upkeep here, so I don't mind losing some of my units.
So be it.
You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and create a 3rd Ancient of Lore too. This may be a little ridiculous though, and I can already imagine people making fun of my unit composition right here in the comment section of the video. But I think it's going to be a much better choice, because it at the very least will allow me to be, you know, a little bit safer. So I don't actually need this last wisp here. There we go. Getting those researches going here as well. And I mean, I don't really think I want to focus on Druids of the Talon or anything along those lines.
We can't build them.
There's actually also some more things over here.
Our allies' town.
We'll just use Furion for the attacks right there of the boxes, because there's quite a lot of them remaining. Okay. Using my ulti here. And now we go into upkeep, because this base should be up and running. Very good. Alright, so once again, I have managed to defend a really big wave here. I'm pretty sure the next one is the one with the frost worms, or at the very least very shortly after, which is the tricky one. But considering the army comp that I have right now, that should be much easier here as well. Got a lot of units moving across here. Basically just trying to go for a bunch of these Druids of the Claw, while also making sure that at least we get ourselves a whole lot of Dryads too, which I think is very helpful. And then the combination of ultis between my 2 heroes should be really good. I just need to make sure that Tyrande doesn't like use up all of her ulti using Searing Arrow. I think for the next wave though, yeah, so this is the one with the frost worms indeed. For the next wave, I should be in a pretty good spot, because I've got Tranquility as well as the other ulti here ready to go. There we go. Alright, let me back up. Let me back up for a little bit. Let me make sure that I save here as well, because I should probably go ahead and do that a little more often whenever we got a good opener like I have right here. And then we can go ahead and use the different ultimates here between all of my different heroes. So one of them deals damage to area of effect, the other one heals up my allies in area of effect. Look at that damage! Oh, that's super good. That works out like an absolute charm. Sure, I may lose some units here, but that's not nearly as bad as the wave that we had previously. And that's that one taken care of brilliantly. Very good. That was exactly what I had intended there. Now, apparently there is one random frostworm capable of doing a bunch of damage. Go ahead and heal her up, and then transform as well. Alright, so here's a big wave coming in once again. But I think we can deal with this one. I'll turn back on the Searing Arrows. I'll keep on using the Tranquility though, which is a really nice upgrade. Really nice ulti here. At the very least, it keeps units alive for a very substantial amount of time. And actually, having like the Druids of the Claw in their normal form kind of seems like a waste, because they keep on using mana burnt here too. Which I don't think is going to make this a whole lot easier. And while it does look like we still may be destined to lose this wave here. Well, maybe not quite. It is looking a lot better than what we had previously. Actually, a lot of my units are apparently sleeping right now. Get him. And get that one too. Yeah, look at that. We're actually brilliantly defending against all of it right now. I'm assuming though that these waves just become stronger and stronger and stronger, and at some point we just won't be able to hold on, but at least for the moment we're looking pretty nice. What I can do is of course move these guys back to their normal form as well, cast some of those abilities, and then move them back to the wolf, or to the bear form rather. Once again though, the Lich is back, but I got my ulti here ready to go as well. There we go, the double ulti. I'm trying my very best here to make as much as I can. We are losing a bunch of stuff, but look at that. Once again, that combination of ultis seem to at the very least allow us to hold on for a little while longer. Very nice. Alright, so another very big wave is coming in. I saved right before it as well, just to try and make sure that I can potentially retreat here early on to try and defend against all of this stuff. Look at the amount of things though. Oh my god, this is by far the biggest ones. Okay, everyone try and get over here. I wish I had my other ulti here ready to go, but I don't. But still, the Dryads are so sick here. Oh man, there's just so much stuff. There's just simply so much stuff. Now, as long as I can stay in this upkeep, I'm not too bad about it. I'm not too bothered by it either. Apparently, there's actually one of the big fat dudes. Asgalore, apparently, is what this one's called. But once more, we're holding on, though. We're holding on much longer than we did previously. Now, do my bases run out of gold? It looks like so far, no, they got a lot of gold remaining. I think they got enough gold here to keep mining for the entire mission. Oh, this one apparently comes back to life as well. There we go. Very good. Very good. Now, we are going to need some more Druids of the Claw. We are going to need to try and get some more. But once again, we managed to complete it. But yeah, the waves just become stronger and stronger and stronger. I don't think we're going to hold on to this next one. Well, here it is. The big wave. Trying to keep everyone up and running. Trying to do whatever damage I can. Look at the amount of stuff, though, that's spawning here. I mean, I'm trying to produce as much as I can.
Our time is short.
And these fights look reasonably okay, but I think I may be losing a little too much here. Although, if it could... Oh, no, there's no way, right? I mean, I was at a very high amount of supply there. We managed to do a ton of damage, but I think this... Yeah, no, this is just simply going to be too much. I think I'm gonna load up and retreat right in front of this wave. Alright, so once again... Oh, there are actually some goblin landmines apparently in the boxes. That's pretty helpful. We can also buy some. Yeah, so once again, we will get told here about Archimonds advancing. We don't really care too much for that. Instead, I'm trying to pick up a whole bunch of these things. Well, apparently that's not gonna happen.
The undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us.
Does that work? Apparently it does. Very helpful, actually. And at the same time, I wonder if I should build up some static defense. I think static defense would be very helpful. Regardless, the Dryads are really good, though, with their dispel ability and everything. Makes things much easier to do. There we go. The next wave will start advancing here very shortly. I managed to delay it for a while, right? But the question is, did I delay it for long enough? I don't know exactly what timer I should have been looking for here for the first wave, but we delayed it until right around 29, 30-ish minutes. I think we did alright. Here's one thing I could try out as well, is build up a few of these things. We just queue up a few just like that. It's gonna be a little expensive. regardless, I can use that for a lot of healing here as well, and it should make my my unit significantly more tanky.
What is nature's call?
Now a lot of my brethren will end up falling here, which is alright.
Hi. Are we being invaded?
But since I'm already closing in on the maxed out amount of supply, right? And the undead are once again advancing. I wonder if I don't have...
Someone threatens the wild.
I wonder if I do have enough units here though, everything considered. Because there's still a half hour remaining, right? That's a very long amount of time.
Hi.
Someone threatens the wild.
Well, that's that first wave taken care of.
Are we being invaded?
We're under attack. Send reinforcements quickly.
Hi.
Your building.
Well, that one was pretty straightforward. I wonder if I should also move over my ancients, actually.
What is nature's call? Hi.
You know what? You guys. Get up. Get up. I'm not using you. Move on over. You... Well, actually, you know what? Just move over for a little bit. I'll put you in the proper position in just a second. This is gonna take a while anyway. You guys are slow. But it should make this much easier.
Something is amiss.
And I'm once again gonna go ahead and get a couple of these landmines ready to go. It's just that the stronger waves will come in very shortly, right? And I'm a little worried that it will be too much. Can I turn on autocasting? I can. Considering all of these guys will use a lot of mana and as well as health, of course. There we go. Can you build a few more? Very nice.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call? Our allies' town needs help. Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
Our time is short.
Our warriors have engaged.
There we go. All right, here's another wave coming in. I got a lot of the ancients already rooted right now. I can also go ahead and use tranquility whenever we need to. And on the more difficult waves, I can simply go ahead and activate my my Starfall as well. And that should make this pretty doable, I think, right? Well, as long as my units aren't sleeping, that is. Alright, so a next attack wave is coming in once again. We've got a really nice setup here. I got a lot of Moonwells ready to go. I can activate my Starfall here as well. And for every single wave, I can also activate the healing on Furion, which makes this so much easier. Then, between the waves, I can make sure that my Wisps are healing up all of the towers, just like I am right now. I can, of course, also make sure that we produce more and more Moonwells, which should be really helpful too. And I'll just try and produce as many things as I can. So I'm trying to make sure that these are all set to auto-renew as well. Can you not build there? Alright, well, hey. If you really don't want to build there, that's okay. But look at this. This is so helpful. All of these Moonwells can be auto-casting as well, like for their healing. And while I do have quite a lot of them set up right now,
Someone threatens the wild.
Hi.
this is looking actually really nice. I'm actually quite happy with this setup here. Now, one disadvantage is that the pathing of these units is still kind of dumb in Warcraft 3. You can see right now, for example, Tyrande finally decides to join in, which is a little unfortunate, but I should be able to continuously harvest here and take out all of these waves reasonably straightforwardly. Look at that. 20 minutes remaining, though. That is still a very long amount of time, and I wouldn't be surprised if very soon several of the hero commanders will move out, but this is probably the best situation we have been in so far, at the very least. Oh, man, look at that. So nice. These Moonwells are really nice. I'm probably not the first one to come up with that. I am certain I'm not, but I feel really smart. Alright, next wave coming in once again. Tranquility. Don't think I really need the Starfall for this particular one. Nah, there's not too many things. I wonder if I could have even been able, or if I would have even been able to, like, defend the human base for significantly longer. I mean, everything considered, I think I could have. Now I look back at it, in retrospect, it seems pretty straightforward to be able to do so. Although I do need to make sure that I not spend all of my resources keeping all these buildings alive. I create another ancient here as well. I do need to make sure that I can actually max out, right? Because right now, I'm not at 90 supply, which is a bit of a waste. Okay, so once again, a really powerful wave here. I'm combining the two ultimates of my heroes. We're trying to build up a larger force. And while it's not perfect, and I am losing a couple of things here and there to all of these annoying meat wagons, it could have been much, much worse. And we're holding on. We're holding on just fine. Losing a building, that's okay. Once again, a really strong wave. This may very well be the strongest one we have seen so far. Yeah, I think it is. And while I am losing units here and there, as long as units aren't sleeping, this is okay. There we are. Trying to make sure we nuke down their boss. Now I believe this one does respawn, which is a little annoying, but regardless, that's you know, at least something we can deal with. These moonwells make things way easier though. Yeah, this is already, yeah, no, so he is indeed back, but these moonwells once again coming back makes this so much more straightforward. Or not, rather the moonwells coming back, but like the moonwells just continuously healing up my troops. Makes this very doable. Ooh, there's actually something moving here on the minimap. Ancestral spirits. So they are moving back towards the tree. I'm not entirely sure what those are all about. I am, by the way, sending back some of my weakened units towards the shenanigans over here. Make sure they're healed up. This seems to be at least a wave we can hold. There we go. Got lots and lots of units. But maybe I should be splitting up my my druids to claw a little more too. You know what? I can activate Starfall here. Seems like every third wave or so is a difficult one. Once again, though, a really strong wave. Trying to make sure that all my units at least are firing. The Starfall once more, though, helping out a lot here. I did end up losing a lot of my forces too, which is unfortunate. I don't have that much money here anymore. I wonder if I should have maybe not built up this many moonwells. Maybe it's a little too many. I'm not sure though. Well, this time around Thrall is not quite holding on to his base anymore. We are further along into the mission. I've got 10 minutes remaining here on the clock, which is not that long. It's just that the waves become more and more tricky. And Thrall doesn't seem to have anything. Ugh, I just lost pretty much my entire force. No. I think they're eventually gonna be able to overrun us. Look at this though. All of the wisps apparently are making their way towards the world tree. That's so sick, but no, we're gonna have to wait for a bit. Regardless though, this next wave is gonna be a really difficult one. They are attacking with several of their leaders at once now too. And I think I'm gonna slowly start backing up here. Because I don't think I can hold on to this next wave. Let me make sure that I save here. We'll save on number 5, I guess. And we'll try our best here to hold on. Ooh, I actually just got mana burnt as well. Look at that. Alright, hold on. We're gonna reload that part real quick. Because he just got mana burnt. Basically losing all of the mana that he had available to go ahead and continue onwards right there with his tranquility, which is a really important spell here. There we go. I'm not sure though if I'm gonna be able to hold on to this area here. So that healing actually does do a lot. Very nice. Our ulti is gonna be on cooldown for a little while longer. But I think we're gonna have to very shortly abandon this base. Just because there's a lot of Scourge. Look at that. So crazy. This fight initially went really well though, but still so many units here. I do feel like the Dryads are the correct choice. with their debuffs as well as just their cost, I suppose, and then also the amount of anti-air damage that they have. It's really sick. It's really good. Looks like I may be able to hold on here, though. Alright, that's the best we could have hoped for, really. Activating Tranquility. Trying to stay alive. Mostly want to figure out here if I need to abandon or if I don't. This should be a really difficult wave as well, because he always puts my dudes to sleep. Which doesn't just deny the ulti, but also, like, you know, loses just a lot of damage, I suppose. Nah, so I tried doing this engagement a couple of times now. It just doesn't go in my favor, so I think we are indeed forced to give up this expansion. I wonder if 9 minutes is enough to hold on to my own main, though, because there's no way I can defend against this wave. I just can't. Alright, everyone, back up to the healing fountain. I'm sorry, Mr. Orc. I'm sorry, Thrall.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
You know what? I'm gonna cancel you just to stay into lower upkeep.
Are we being invaded? Hi.
But we'll heal up here. And I think we start holding the door closer to our base instead. Although...
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I wonder if I should maybe produce some more ancients over here too. We can create some of these protectors. They do very well. When it comes to like defending, I suppose. They are also not that expensive, everything considered to the amount of damage that they do. But that's indeed the Orc base overrun and Archimond advancing.
You orcs are weak and hardly worth the effort. I wonder why Manaroth even bothered with you.
Our spirit is stronger than you know, demon. If we are to fall, then so be it. At least now, we are free.
Actually hurt me. Are there none left to stand against the Legion?
It's me.
This is almost too easy. If I had known that this mortal resistance would be so weak, I would have launched this invasion centuries ago.
Well, 10 minutes or 8 minutes and 45. We'll save right here. We'll call it LowkoTV 3, I may be dead. That seems like an accurate way to describe this one. Because I am not entirely convinced that I can hold on to this. We can try though.
The wilds. I heed the voice.
Priestess, the undead have constructed a final settlement. They are mustering new forces with every passing moment.
I wonder if this means that the waves are becoming more powerful here as well. That would not be good. If that's true, that would not be good for me at all. You guys actually should start mining over here instead. That's a little safer. We'll put all of those on autocast. We'll put all of those on autocast too. We are at 70 supply exactly, which is nice.
What is nature's call?
The goddess.
You can join hotkey 2. And I think I should probably consider creating another one of those ancient protectors. And maybe even a moonwell or two. Just to keep everyone up and running for a little while longer. And, well, the attack waves will probably start going through this very soon. I don't know if they're going to be attacking in this direction as well. I hope not, because I'm going to move over this ancient protector. I hope they're all going to funnel through this area. That would be ideal for me. Actually, that's what I assumed. Alright, well, I think it's time to go into higher upkeep once more. And we just smile and wave and sit back for 7 minutes. So the first of the ghouls are already assembling. Ghouls we can deal with. Ghouls, you know, those are totally fine. Not really much of an issue. We got a lot of full HP units here though. 80 supply worth right now as well. A lot of static defense. And I mean, apparently the tree is indeed getting a lot here as well. I think we're gonna have to defend a total of 5 waves. A total of 5 waves. We'll call this one, I may be dead. Well, hey, that's actually a fine one. We can save on this. Because I don't actually know if I got enough stuff, right? That's kind of the thing that I'm running into here. I am not sure if I got enough.
So be it.
What is being invaded?
Asher Thoraman.
What is raid out?
Once again, activating tranquility on every one of the waves.
Someone please arrive. I hear the voice.
Alright, wave number 1. Defended just fine. Just fine. We lost a few units. Not perfect.
What is nature?
But we defended the first wave. Just fine. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Asher Thoraman. The goddess calls.
Put the wolves in the front. Or the bears, rather.
The voice of
You guys hang out in the front.
immediately.
Together with Fury and
These lands.
Asher
then my lady as well.
Are we being invaded?
Oh no, they are going to the top as well, I think. Oh, I don't know. Please don't go to the top. 5 minutes. 44
I heed
seconds.
the voice
Are
of
we being
Elune.
invaded?
Asher
What is
Thoraman.
nature's call?
You know what? We'll rally just straight up
The
to right
goddess
over there.
calls.
What is nature's call?
And here's the next wave coming in. So indeed it is going to the other direction.
I am
Gladly.
Not quite what I had anticipated,
someone taking the wild.
but I think we can deal with it.
Gold mine has collapsed.
Our gold mine has collapsed? Oh no. Well, that means that we are sort of on our last leg here.
Someone taking the wild.
Our last leg is going to be the army that we got here.
The great
Asher
outdoors.
Thoraman.
Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls.
We'll make sure to hotkey these dudes as well.
As the goddess wills.
And I'll try and just simply put these guys close to all of my buildings and whatnot. Just so they can start renewing whenever my forces need to.
I Elune.
4 minutes 50 seconds though. I think we got enough time, right? Sure, there may be one big wave, and sure, they may eventually overrun us. But all we really need to do is just simply sit back
Asher Thoraman.
and defend.
The
Are
goddess
we being
calls.
invaded? Hi.
And if you do so,
Are we being invaded? What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
we will win up the entirety of the campaign.
So be it.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call?
Here we go. Next wave probably will be going through the bottom once again. I'm gonna make the assumption. At the very least that is the case. Put the wolves in the front. Or the bears, rather.
The land and I are one.
Hi. Are
Put
we
the archers
being
in the back.
invaded?
Spread you guys out the best I can.
Asher Thoraman.
I got the Starfall here ready to go for this one. This will be a tricky one. This will be a tricky one. I may be dead, but that's okay. With a smiling wave. Maybe make a few more. Or actually, only one more. The spirit tree is looking alright though. How much are these things? Can I build another one? I can very shortly. So they have to break until this circle of power. Which is quite a way off. It's not that, you know,
Insufficient gold.
not that risky. Okay, they're starting to fly now.
Insufficient gold.
They're starting to fly now. I'm getting a little nervous here that I don't have enough.
Insufficient the gold. Great outdoors.
The
Insufficient gold.
goddess calls.
What is nature's call?
Asher Thoraman.
As sleep.
Someone taking the wild. I heed the
Are we
voice of
being
Elune.
invaded? Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay. This is a great combination of spells though. It deals a lot of damage. And while I am bound to lose some units here as well, I mean, they slow and everything. We got this one just fine. We did this one just fine. Pretty much as good as it could have been.
Someone taking
Nice.
the wild.
3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining. We're adding on more and more ancients here. Next wave, once again, will be at the top. There's going to be a lich with this one too. Put the dogs in the front. Or the wolves, or bears, whatever they are.
Is there what trouble? Is nature's call?
Someone threatens
Is
the
there, are
wild.
we being invaded?
Okay.
Is there
Are we
trouble?
being invaded?
Asher
Is there
Thoraman.
trouble?
Your
Very
Are
good.
we
God
being
is
invaded?
caused.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call?
Here we
Asher
go.
Thoraman.
We'll save. We'll save. We'll just save before every wave. 2 minutes.
Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills.
Are we being invaded?
No, you're walking way too far ahead of yourself, sir.
Hi!
Asher
Oh, that's
Thoraman.
okay.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild.
We're actually attacking through different angles, apparently.
Are we being invaded?
As long as everyone's firing, though, we're okay.
The voice of Elune.
Insufficient gold.
Asher Thoraman.
Go, move. Why are you not moving, Furion?
What is nature's call?
Ooh, this fight is a little more iffy. Not sure if you can call this one correct. I have no more wolves now, or dogs, or bears, or whatever they are. I guess they're bears. We got bear form after all. We will be able to clean it up, though. We will be able to clean it up. 1.5 minutes remaining. I think even if they were to break us right now, do they have enough time to reach and kill all of our bases and get to the circle of power in this little amount of time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they do. So I'm just gonna let this one run. We could go back to the save that we created just now. I will be able to get another starfall here in time as well. I think we got it. I think we got it. Actually, the meat wagons from the back, even though they do a lot of friendly fire, they actually do a heck of a lot of damage as well. That fight just lost us a very substantial amount of HP though. Not quite what I was looking for.
Elves, where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Is there trouble?
I'm not gonna fight you. Are you kidding me? Wait, is that what he's trying to taunt me at right now? He's gonna join in this battle as well. Ooh, Archimonde himself. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Pick the one up the wild? No, actually, we don't need that. Just go ahead and spawn the fur box. I mean, as long as we win this timer, right? It's 10 seconds remaining. I'm pretty sure we will obtain the victory. And even though he may act all badass to us, and he may join in this battle himself right now as well, we will be able to hold our ground and complete the main quest. And with that, I think we completed the campaign, right, didn't we? Oh.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
Oh, I was gonna say. Good thinking, Furion.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
Good job, Furion.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.
And with that, we have completed the Warcraft III, the Reign of Chaos campaign on the hardest difficulty that the game has to offer. Not gonna lie though, the cinematics are still so freaking awesome. I mean, it's always been one of Blizzard's strong suits, right? And while maybe the resolution and whatnot could have been upped, I mean, it's still far better than what a lot of companies nowadays still deliver in 2017, you know? Like, a lot of companies still do bring some pretty mediocre cinematics with their games, and this is just pretty much the best that the world had seen, I guess, at that point. At the very least, when these cinematics right here were released, and I still really enjoy watching them. It does look like we have managed to, at the very least, save Azeroth from the Burning Legion for the time being, but of course, as you may be aware, there's also an expansion pack called the Frozen Throne. Now, I know a lot of you may be wondering, Lowko, do you also plan on playing the Frozen Throne expansion to a Reign of Chaos? And yes, I will be continuing this playthrough series onwards for at least another, I'm guessing, about 20 episodes or so. So if you haven't already, which I would be surprised about, but if you have not already, hit that subscribe button down below so you get a notification as soon as the first episode of Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne, goes live as well. Keep an eye out on that because it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. But at the same time, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button down below as well so you can show your support on this video. Other than that though, I really want to thank you for watching me play through the Reign of Chaos campaign. It's been an absolute blast. I'm really happy to see the amount of people that are enjoying this old game as well. And I may very well consider playing StarCraft 1, the original, as well, after, you know, the Frozen Throne campaign. Let me know down below in the comment section if you would like to see that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to be ending this video. Thank you for hanging out. I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you in the next one.